So what's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Honestly, deviled eggs. I love a good deviled egg.
Is that a Thanksgiving food?
We're gonna say it is because I love them. I think it should be in every holiday food.
Yeah. So then it's just
so
you can just say it for every
single holiday.
Yeah,
it's my favorite food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what about like turkey and ham? Do you like ham or turkey?
I'm not a huge meat person.
Really?
Like, honestly, I'm not like, oh my gosh, I love meat. I'll eat it and it's good, but I don't like go out of my way to eat it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're not like a vegetarian.
No, definitely not. Like I like pepperoni and Chick-fil-A. I love Chick-fil-A.
That's I feel like working at Chick-fil-A has like I like Chick-fil-A, but like I feel like whenever I work there, I was like I don't like Chick-fil-A.
I bet, yeah, because you just work there for like, and it's like food, and it's all you smell all day.
Well, I'm gonna introduce the podcast then. You ready? Okay. Hello everybody. Welcome to the Creator Stable Podcast. I'm your host Tyler Watson, and we're here with Sophia Galvis. Come on, little round of applause, guys. Not as big of a round of applause because everybody quit. Yeah, the whole team quit. It's been real rough. It's a rough week, guys, right? Yeah, all the America is tired. Isn't that what you said? You don't. I just remember you commented that in some way, and I thought it was really funny. Anyways, so how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. It's a Saturday.
It is a Saturday. Yeah, it's the weekend, and you're working, kind of. Is this work to you?
I think it's more fun. I mean, can it be called? I mean, work can be fun.
Yeah.
Like acting is fun.
I mean, I'm not paying you.
That's true. So technically, not work.
Yeah. So technically, this is supposed to be fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Well, why don't you give us a little introduction on yourself and like tell us about you, I guess.
Okay. Well, I'm Sophia, and I work in film and entertainment. So I do a lot of acting and modeling, as well as pageants, and it all kind of comes together. And I'd also advocate for my autoimmune disease. So
yeah. Did you want to tell us about that? Do you want to talk about that first? Kind of get that out of the way. Yeah. About lupus.
Okay. Yeah, so lupus is an autoimmune disease. It's where your immune system can't tell the difference between a virus, because technically the immune system is supposed to fight off viruses, but it can't tell the difference between a virus and your own body. So it just attacks everything. So in a similar way that the COVID-19 worked, that's how lupus works. It just goes in, attacks everything. So it can cause organ failure and a lot of other terminal issues.
And when did you discover that you had this?
I was diagnosed actually on my 12th birthday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, pretty young.
On your 12th birthday?
Mm-hmm, exactly on my 12th birthday.
They kind of planned the appointment like a couple of days after?
Well, it wasn't an appointment. It was an ER visit because we just got back from a cruise the night before. My parents were like, okay, we need to take her to the ER. And so we're waiting in the emergency room. They take some tests, and then like it's like 1 a.m. By the time they're like, oh, yeah, so we know you have lupus now.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I know there's some significance in the fact that the age that you were diagnosed with it.
Mm-hmm.
And what is it? It's usually diagnosed with people like older, or how does that work, I guess? Usually
older people between like their 30s and 50s. It's most common in older Black women. Obviously, I'm not an old Black woman, but I am half Hispanic, so it is also common in Hispanics as well. And Selena Gomez has lupus.
So basically, you and Selena Gomez have something in common.
We do. The acting, the lupus, both being Latina.
That's maybe that's a horrible way to put two things together. But if you met Selena Gomez today, do you think you would put these two things together and be like, hey, we're the same?
Oh, I already have. Like when I graduated, I wrote her like a whole letter, and like I love Selena. She is definitely an inspiration.
Oh,
to
really?
Me. Yeah, because she's been in the public eye, going through all of her lupus stuff and going through all of her kidney failure. Mm-hmm. She's had to do that publicly. Well, I got to do it privately, luckily.
Yeah. I guess dealing with that publicly, but now you're kind of going a little bit more. You want to kind of be public about it, I think now.
Right, but during like while I was on chemo and while I was in recovery, like that was private. And she, a lot of it during her intense medical problems, she was in public eye, and she got a lot of hate for that.
Yeah. Hate for it, really?
Yeah, because she had a lot of body changes. Like it does mess up your body. Like when people get sick, they just start looking different. Yeah.
That's sad. That's really.
I know.
That's a really unfortunate side of the media that I guess comes out.
Yeah.
But I think you also have to realize like the amount of there's probably 1% are actual haters, 99% of people probably still realize Selena Gomez is freaking awesome.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah, but it's a loud minority.
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
loud minority. That's kind of how social media is nowadays. It's really unfortunate how like you'll go on social media, see some person getting all this hate, and then they're like, oh, people like hate all of, like the stuff that I post, and then it's like, no, that's like 3 people who just don't have anything better to do.
Exactly,
really. I
but
mean,
that hurts the most.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I always tell people is like social media. Like I like social media. I like learning about social media, but I also am like it's horrible for me. It's terrible.
Right.
Terrible. Do you like social media?
I do like social media. I don't think social media is the problem. I think it's the people that use it.
That is very true. It's honestly just a weaponized platform.
Right, because it can be such a great thing. It's used to bring awareness to illnesses, to lupus, breast cancer awareness. Like it's used to communicate and help people, and it can be used for so many good things.
That's a really good thing to point out because I feel like everybody always kind of says, "Oh, social media is bad for you," but it's just the people who are on it who make it bad to be on.
Correct.
I guess, right? It's like if we said cars were a bad thing to drive because everybody were bad drivers. But no, cars are great. I love cars. I love driving. Well, why don't you want to tell us about your acting career a little bit? You want to dive into that now?
Yeah. So I started acting around the pandemic time. And that's because I decided, I was really sick. I wasn't sure how long I would live or if I would be able to live a long life. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go follow my dreams. Going to do it now. There's no point in waiting. So might as well. So during the pandemic, I did start acting. I got into film. I have been acting since I was 9. It's always been a dream. But that's when I was doing theater. I was more plays. It was more like, that's in the future type thing. But
yeah. You're doing it more for, even though you're still doing it for fun. I hope you still enjoy it. But I guess it's more at that point. It's more of just like, oh, I just enjoy this as more of like a hobby. And now it seems like it's more of like a active pursuit in a career.
Yeah.
Right.
It is a career. I have made it into a career. Like I'm taking all online classes so I can act, go to set anytime during the week I need to, and then work on school.
And how does that work? Like, are you like on sets like round the clock? Are you doing this like there's just one week where you're just on set all the time? Like, how does that kind of work for you?
Yeah, so it's on and off. It's not every week, but usually when I do get called to set, it's like more consistently during like that one week. Like a couple weeks ago, I was filming nonstop, and that was really intense. And now I've kind of had like a break, but I'm sure like in a week or so it'll pick back up. But that's the thing, because I can get an email saying, "Hey, I need you on set tomorrow at 5 a.m." Like, that's great.
Oh yeah,
because it's very very last minute. You just got to be there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And is there like a favorite set that you've worked with so far that you want to share, like kind of how that went, stuff like that?
I would say the most recent one I did was probably, I really, really enjoyed that one. We wrapped on it 2 months ago, and I was filming for that 6 weeks. It took about 6 weeks to film. And it was such a good cast, and my co-stars were very fun to be. We just hung out all the time. It was a whole bunch of like, I can't say too much, but it's a whole bunch of like just people around my age, and we just got to hang out between scenes and in the trailer, and like it's just in between filming.
I kind of talked about this with the last guy because he was he was a director as well. And I guess I'm wondering, do you ever feel like, I think the word would be like imposter syndrome, like you kind of feel like you're in a situation where you don't necessarily belong, but because there's all these people who you think are like, oh, this person's like so experienced, has been doing this a long time. Like, do you ever go into those environments and be like, oh crap, these people are so for real?
Yeah. No, all the time. All the time. Like I'm on set, like I'm just like, am I supposed to be here? You know,
it's like I'm a child. Like what?
Working with adults and being directed by like adults. Like the director is like the man, like the president. Like
that'd be very stressful, I feel like.
Yeah, it is, especially as like a 15-year-old working on a set, just like trying to take instructions from like all these different people, because like the director's telling you one thing, and then the cameraman will be like, okay, but I need you to stand here, and so like you're trying to take instructions from all these different people, and then you have like the makeup and hair people always like picking and pulling at your face and your hair while you're trying to take these instructions.
And you're like, what's going on? Yeah. Like, do you get these scripts ahead of, like, I assume you get like a script, right?
Yeah.
Do they give this to you beforehand for you to like prepare, or? They
do usually. It depends. Sometimes they'll give you like the full script, but that's not always the case because they'll want to keep it under wraps. So sometimes they'll usually at least debrief the scene, and you'll get the pages of several different scenes for future filming dates.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, because I feel like I would be like, if I had a bunch of lines to prepare for and they're just like, okay, look at this for 10 seconds and then like do it.
Well, that's the thing. It's so repetitive, and you go over scenes like 5 or 6 different times at least, to where you can read the line before and just go. Unless you're trying to monologue a scene, then you definitely have to, like, if you have a monologue, you'll want to memorize that beforehand.
You said before we started recording something about practicing monologues. I believe you said something like that.
Yes, that's what I was doing last night. I was up late working on
Really?
monologues and just working on some different reels for ages.
Do you have a roommate?
I do.
Did your roommate have to endure you just going through it like 15 times?
Thankfully, she sleeps like a rock, but sometimes she'll wake up the next morning and she'll be like, Sophia, I heard you say that line like 4 different times. You could have done better. I'm like,
dang.
No, like, she's kidding. She's kidding, of course, but she's just like acknowledging that she did hear me like yelling like at 4 a.m. in my monologue.
I always like I think monologues like are one of the like for actors to like actually like do. Like I feel like because even when I record myself, like whether it be for like an ad or something for the podcast, like I'm always like messing up, and I get like annoyed at myself because I'm like keep messing it up, and I have what I need to read here, and I keep slipping on my words, stuff like that, stuttering. And I think it's just really takes a lot of skill to be able to like prepare for like a monologue and then execute it. Especially with how long it is. Like, do you know how long like some of these monologues are?
They can be anywhere from like 30 seconds to 5 minutes. It just depends.
How long is the one you were working on?
The one I was working on, that was like 2 minutes. It wasn't bad.
I feel like that's bad. I feel like, do you have to do it word for word, or do you have room to like paraphrase, I guess?
Yeah, definitely paraphrase as long as you're into character. I mean, obviously it's up to like the director and like whoever is in charge. Like they'll be like, oh, well, you need to stick to the script like line by line.
Yeah.
But then other times they'll be like creative freedom. You're the actor. You're bringing the character to life. You have room to grow them and to grow also with the character. Yeah,
I think it would be important to be able to like take the creative liberty, I guess, with it, I guess.
Right.
But I guess also, yeah, sometimes if it's key to like the movie, to the plot, then like you actually have to, not paraphrase it too much.
Right, because obviously there are sometimes they're like, you need to get the point across. Yeah. And sometimes there may be like keywords in a line that you need to include. But during monologues, typically there's a little more freedom.
Now, are you mainly doing films, or are you kind of doing something like do you ever do shows?
Oh, well, I mean, I guess, yeah, I do movies. I wrapped on that show 2 months ago, but I have done several movies before.
Okay.
When I was like 15, 16. I've done a couple horror films, so that was fun.
Can you give us like some examples of ones you've done in the past that you can share?
Yeah, of course. There's this film, Through the Veil. That one was a lot of fun to film. See, I don't really like horror movies, but I've been in several, so that's kind of funny. But I was the younger version of the main character. And the first day on set, I show up to set, and I'm like, I don't like dolls, I don't like ghosts, I don't like any of that. So I show up first day on set. Immediately they hand me a doll and they say, this is your new best friend. I'm like, great. And then they proceed to tell me the backstory of how this doll is haunted. So that just adds to the entire effect of how this creepy doll.
Yeah. It's just like, I do think that's kind of cool to like be scared live while doing the recording, but I wouldn't like that. I'd be like, no. Like, I'm already probably so stressed out as it is because I'm on a film set, and now you're going to actually scare me.
Right. No, I was like, what am I supposed to do with this doll? I was like, no. Because we got the role. That's great. We're very happy we got the role. So first day on set, like, we have to be compliant to holding the creepy doll for a while.
Yeah, the guy we had who was the director, like, he was telling us about how, like, he got advice that to never, like, let your arms, like, sag and to always be like this, like, when you're on set. To always cross your arms.
Yeah, as the director, it's probably why they always look so bossy. They always look like they know what they're doing.
They're like, you have no chill, dude. Like,
yeah, no, they're scary. The director, crew members, they're scary sometimes.
I'd be like, I always like, because obviously we do the podcast here, and it's like everybody we have on the team is by no means a professional, but everybody is doing a great job. Okay, you're all so good, but we're not professionals. We're all a bunch of college students, and I always am like, I wonder I wonder if we're doing this right. But it'd be cool. It's cool to go into a situation where like everybody is so professional. They've worked on sets a ton, and then you're getting to like experience that. Now, have you been like the head role for any of these?
No. I mean, okay.
It's due. It's
coming. It's coming. Right. You have to work up to the top. I have not been like a lead. That horror film I did, I was the main character, but the younger version of her. So I wasn't kind of. Yeah. But especially some of the bigger stuff I've done, definitely not. Like that Netflix show. I didn't have a name, but I was technically a mean girl.
Oh, hi, I'm Yaya. Nice to meet you. Come on in. No, don't worry. I don't bite. Hard. Welcome to the Creators Table. At the Creators Table, we sit down with artists, musicians, entrepreneurs, and dreamers that are turning their vision into a reality. And yes, I said vision, not visions. So we will ignore the man in the corner. What man? Exactly. Each episode dives deep into the creative process, the hustle, and the heart of building something from the ground up. Or it doesn't, and we just go on random tangents. Either or, we have fostered a community built on real stories, real hustle, and real inspiration. So pull up a chair and join the conversation. You belong in the warm, welcoming bosom of the Creators Table. If you're a creator with a story to share, head to the link in our bio to be featured. Or don't, and keep living your silly, stupid chud life. Thank you. Listen now on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and Owl Radio.
Who is your favorite actor you've worked with? Or maybe if there's one that's, I guess, whether it be the person who was the most well-known that you worked with, or...
I have been with Millie Bobby Brown on set before.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
How was it meeting Millie Bobby Brown? What is that like?
She was, okay, let me tell you, I cannot figure out her accent. And
yeah.
I think she's from the UK. Is that where she's from?
Yeah, I think she's from the UK.
Yeah, but I think because she's been working on Stranger Things here as 11 for so long, like it's just kind of a mix between like a British accent and American accent. And it's really pretty.
Well, I guess because they were all so young when they started, like they're probably still developing somewhat of like a accent, I guess. Mm-hmm. And maybe she's just like been like mixing it up. I don't know.
I know some like, it's definitely interesting. Like I know some, I have American friends who went over to England and like, they're kind of like, yeah, I mean, I can kind of start talking like a British accent sometimes. I'm like, oh, that's so interesting.
I don't think the only British, I'm not going to do it with my accent right now because I would feel embarrassed. But the only British accent I know is very, it's a very comical accent, I guess. Like, I don't know how to do it where it actually just sounds like a good British accent. You know what I'm saying?
No, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Do you ever have to do accents?
Not for films. I do it for fun, but I haven't had to do an accent for a show yet.
What do you think you'll be able to do that well? Like, do you think you can do a British accent?
I can do a British accent pretty well.
Okay.
I can do other accents, but the British accent's probably the easiest to do.
I think it is. I think it's. Are you from Georgia?
Yeah,
or?
I was born in Georgia.
Oh, well, there you go. Speaking of Georgia, I kind of want to bring one other thing up. So you were Where is it? I missed it. So you were Teen Miss Georgia.
Currently for 2025, 2026. Yes.
So what is? I'm gonna be honest. Don't hate me for this. I had not heard of that before. So what is that like? How did you win? How does that work?
So pageantry is another industry in itself. It is definitely, it could be considered film and entertainment, but it's a sport in a way. Right. It's very competitive. And obviously you have the bigger pageants like the Miss America, Miss USA, but then there's also other pageants that do get a lot of publicity that are secondary, but they're just not like filmed as much. They're just not as much on social media. This is the Miss American Royalty Pageant. And I've only been doing pageants for like a year.
And you already won Miss Teen Georgia.
I've done 2 pageants.
Okay.
So I got a letter to do National American Miss, which was a pretty big pageant for Georgia. And I placed top 10 in state. So that was cool. And it was a lot of training.
How many, you think?
It was a lot. It was at least 100 finalists.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I felt like top 10 was pretty good for that.
No, of course it is. Yeah.
And I got scouted for this other one then, what is it? Miss American Royalty Pageant. I got scouted for that one and then trained and then competed in that one and then won state.
And you got scouted for it.
Yeah.
So because I like sports. So when I hear scouting, I'm like a football player, like you've got a crazy vertical. Like how were you scouted for it? I guess were you seen in one of your films or something like that?
No, I was seen competing for the previous pageant that I did.
Oh, so okay,
that's how I got scouted for that. Yeah.
Got it. So
yeah, because I just like after that I was like, no more pageants. I'm good. I was just like, because I'm gonna try everything once type of person. That's why I was like, yeah, I'll do the first one. I was like, You're
trying to be like a multi-tool,
right?
Of modeling and acting. I see. Okay.
All the things.
And how is it like winning Miss Teen Georgia then?
It was crazy. Honestly, it was not expected.
Right.
But it was also like, wow, my hard work and effort was appreciated, because up to like the point of the pageant, like I was like listening to podcasts and like vigorously training every day. Like I listened to pageant podcasts. I had a coach and I was trained very intently on it.
Yeah, that's really, I've never really seen a lot from pageants. So this is something I'm going to have to look into more.
Yeah, a lot of people don't.
I'm going to need to like see how, did they give you like, did they film like the competition, I guess, for when you won?
Yeah, a lot of times the competitions are filmed. Pretty much everything is filmed. It's not publicized as much as the other ones, but yeah, it's filmed.
Maybe we need to put that link in the description for people to check out. Yeah. I mean, we have royalty in the room. That's how I see it. I mean, there's no royalty in Georgia, but there technically is now. So.
Well, there's so many other pageants that have like queens and other. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
Okay. Did you do this through your high school, or is it just is it like private? I guess.
No. So it was kind of private. I didn't really do it through my high school. It wasn't like it was just like I got a letter in the mail saying, oh, you're invited to like compete in this pageant. As
if I got a letter like that, I'd be like, dang. I'd be very wondering how they found me and why the heck they picked me, but I'd be like, okay, this is kind of cool.
You're recommended by people.
Okay, yeah.
That's what the letters.
It's kind of like networking then.
Yeah, networking.
Would you ever go on one of those talent shows or whatever, like America's Got Talent or anything like that?
I don't know what my talent would be if I did that.
You just pick something, honestly. Just be there, yeah. Do yo-yo stuff or something. I don't know. Do some like fun stuff out of it. I don't know. I only point that out because the people who go on like these shows, these competitive shows, like even if they don't even like win the first round, it's still like really good for like their brand. Like they still get publicized a lot.
Right. Like it's a lot of publicity, but you just have to know what you're doing, and you have to be able to get on the talent show and go through a first round of auditions and everything.
Maybe I'll just interview somebody. Maybe I'll just be like, I'm going to interview somebody, and then they're going to give me the gold buzzer. After an hour of interviewing somebody.
You're going to go on America's Got Talent with a whole interview table and just sit there and interview somebody.
You know, I'm going to be honest.
You should interview one of the judges. They would like that. Howie, they would like that.
Is Howie still on America's Got Talent?
Yeah. Yeah. Last time I checked.
He's the one of those judges I actually like. Because Deal or No Deal was a fantastic show. Is it still going on? I don't know. That's besides the point, because we're not talking about Deal or No Deal. We're talking about you. So, if you had a dream role in a movie, what would your dream role be? That's a tough one.
Honestly, I started acting because I love that in film and in like stories, you may literally make stories come to life. Like you can do the impossible in film and in theater. And that's just what I love about it. You let your imagination run wild. And in that, I would love to be in like an action space movie. Like I want to be like the Tom Cruise of the world. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be sick. Yeah.
In like a Marvel movie. You know, Morgan Stark. Morgan Stark would be a dream role. It's Tony Stark's daughter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be such a cool role.
Ooh, somebody's going to have to bring something up to you later because I can already see she's so excited. But that would be super cool. Do you think, you know how like some of these, like for these action movies, how they have these like really like intense and like workout routines to get really super toned and stuff like that?
Right.
You think you'd be
I
up for
totally
that?
could. I work out. I do cardio a lot. I go to the gym pretty much every day. I run between 6 to 8 miles. I'm trying to like raise it to train for like a half marathon. So
you're just like, okay, whatever. You got like this master sheet of stuff you haven't done yet. You're just like, oh, check that.
Just check. I mean, why not? Try everything. I want to go skydiving, paragliding.
You want to go skydiving?
All the things.
Wow. Okay. You know, I don't know if I'd go skydiving. I would love to watch you from the ground.
From the ground.
I'm already afraid of heights.
Safely from the ground. I am too. I have anxiety. But you know what?
Wait, you're afraid of heights, but you don't want to. Okay. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. You know what? I saw a video of a guy jump out of a plane with no parachute. There was a net though, so
see, that's a one-time thing.
Yeah, it is a one-time thing. He might have done it twice though, because he did survive.
Oh, so there was a net. Okay.
There was a net.
Okay, because you can do that. You can jump out of an airplane without a parachute, but it's only a one-time thing.
We put a disclaimer on the bottom where it's like, we do not recommend jumping out of an airplane without a parachute. We have to say that, you know, that's just how it goes. So, acting's your favorite though out of all of these creative endeavors.
That's what started all of this was acting, and the rest kind of comes with it.
Well, they're all kind of related too, right?
Right.
I mean, it's like
film and
if-
entertainment.
Yeah, if you do pageantry, you have to obviously work on yourself a lot. If you want to do a half marathon, you have to work on yourself a lot. I mean, acting is a skill itself, but it's also looking like an actor. I mean,
Right. That's why I started working out, because I have to be in films and filmed a lot. So
Have you been recognized yet, like in public? Like somebody be like, I remember you from this.
I actually have. I have had several people come up to me. They're like, do I know you? And I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, you look so familiar. And I'm like, well, I act in some films and stuff. Maybe that's why. They're like, oh, that's why I watched this movie. I was like, really? It's like, it's kind of
Yeah.
it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I feel like if maybe you're one of those, I know like some actors get really annoyed when they get pointed out. Because I guess it's because they get pointed out like so much. Like I guess if I were like a Will Smith of the world, like I would probably get pretty tired of it.
Right.
But I'm like, I feel like those first few times you're like getting recognized, that'd be so humbling. You know, that'd be like, oh wow, you're actually like, there's somebody
it
actually viewing my
surprised me.
stuff,
It's
right?
genuinely surprised me. I'm like, wait, what do you mean you've seen it? Like,
It's
kind
like,
of crazy.
can we be friends now? Like,
yeah, I
no.
would love to be friends. Like, we just just hang out.
Well, I wish I would have watched. Now I got to watch something that you've been in so I can secondhand recognize
Oh,
you
it's
for it.
so embarrassing because then my friends are like, just what have you been in? What have you been? We want to know because they want to watch stuff.
Yeah. So you probably don't. Do you share like a ton of like the stuff like you've been in, or do like in your close environment? Do you kind of like not talk?
I
about
try to keep it separate,
Yeah.
because I know it's not like. It's like a big thing to do, to act and do all of that, and it can be taken the wrong way. I feel like if you just talk about it too much, and it's just
Right.
honestly, I'm just a nerdy theater kid. Like I love theater. I'm obsessed with Hamilton and
Oh, really?
musicals. Like that's just the career path I chose. But I feel like it can be taken out of context if you're just always talking about it.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I try to keep it separate.
Hey, you don't. Yeah, I mean, I get that. I don't talk about I don't talk about this podcast with people very much.
You'd be just like, oh, I have a podcast, just casually, like.
Yeah, honestly, I don't even bring it up to people. I kind of like avoid it, I guess, which is bad for marketing. But I'm kind of like, I don't, because then I don't want the questions of people being like, you interview people? Like, what's that like? And I'm like, well, just enjoy it. It's just
Right,
fun.
it's just fun.
It's
You just like doing it.
Yeah, it's just what I do. It doesn't have to be anything.
Mhm.
I think people actually react more when I tell them I work in an ice cream shop than I do for the podcast.
Really?
People go crazy when I tell them I work in an ice cream shop.
People go crazy over ice cream in general.
Yeah. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream ice cream. Yep. Nobody's ever said that to me at my work. So we have this sign at my job. Sorry, I'm going to talk about myself. for
No,
a
I
second.
want to hear about the ice cream shop.
We have this sign. It's a little like sign, and it says, teach your kids taxes, eat 50% of their ice cream or something. And I hate it. I hate it so much because it's supposed to be this funny joke, but parents will come in and read it and laugh and like look to me. Oh, the amount of times that I've had people come up to me, and it's just so annoying because they're like, oh, isn't that hilarious? And I'm like, oh, it's so funny.
Because it's you, but you hear it every time. You see it whenever you go into it.
Yeah, it's like a joke that is so old. You're so tired of hearing it. It's like the whole.
You're done just pretending to find it hilarious.
It's like it wasn't funny at the beginning, and it's not funny now.
That's funny.
And then people are gonna look at me and be like, Tyler, you're just such a Debbie Downer. I'm like, I know. That's just me, I guess.
Yeah, I
you know?
hope your boss is listening to this. He's gonna take a note.
Oh yeah, what my boss does just throw it away now after this. Right? Yeah. Well, what was it like? Now when you get, let me know if you can talk about this because I'm always weird asking this question, but I feel like it's a cool question. Like, for work in acting, do you get paid hourly or do you get paid by like the gig? I guess.
I actually, so far, I've gotten paid hourly. And
Interesting.
I know for like a lot of like bigger Netflix show, they do contracts with actors and for the cast, but I haven't like been like a huge role on like a
Right.
film like that. And that's the difference between SAG-AFTRA and like non-union. So SAG is like, you know what that is, right?
I
Where it's
don't.
like- I'm
I
trying to-
don't, and the listener might not.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Give us a rundown.
My fault.
No, you're fine.
It's basically like the union of actors. It's like protects actors in their own right. It gives them certain rights and makes sure like they get paid properly. They get like certain like rules if you're like part of like the union. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, it's kind of the basic form of like a union of trying to better the work environment for actors. I guess.
Basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can be part of that union, and typically it does come with more pay, but you can't work for non-union jobs if you're part of the union.
Oh, okay. So there's
Yeah.
only certain ones. They're like, we only approve these.
Right.
Jobs.
And it's
Okay.
typically like bigger shows and stuff.
Okay.
But that's
and,
how you get paid, like more like contract signed.
And are you in SAG?
No.
Okay.
I feel like I would want to be definitely if I am like bigger one day, but for now I just want to be non-union. So I can do like all of the things. I can do like non-union projects and just kind of be when and where, because it's also you kind of have to be more careful. You have to follow certain rules, and not ready to be in that yet.
Have you done like any like student films or anything like that?
I have done several, yeah.
Yeah. Did
Student
you do
films.
any here, like with the film group?
I
here or
haven't
no?
done any with KSU, no, not yet.
Would you?
I would definitely.
You have the
I
time
just-
for it.
Definitely. I love acting. Anytime I can act in a film.
Yeah, I mean, it's like there's no shortage of experience, right?
Right.
Why limit yourself? You know.
Yeah, I mean, we like really I just want to act. Like you can a lot of people like I'm trying to think.
No, you're fine. Take it.
Okay.
Thing.
I had it in my head. So you can't like act because you want to be famous. You have to act because you love acting. Like if you're going in
Right.
it for the money and for the fame, like it's not going to work out for you. That's not what it's for. You have to do it because you love acting. And ultimately, you're probably not going to like be famous. It's like winning the lottery.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's okay. You just have to love acting. That's what the game is. It's act.
Well, people like you have to. I feel like you also have to be a likable person, because if you're just kind of be like, I just want money and fame, then nobody's really gonna.
Everybody's going to hate you. Nobody's going to want to hire you.
Yeah, and then nobody's gonna want to work with you because all your acting buddies are gonna be like, nah, this person's just super egotistical. We don't need them.
Right.
And, yeah.
And like word gets around in the industry, so they'll know. They'll know.
Yeah, I definitely feel like that would be an interesting like an industry where you really have to network.
Right.
Like for sure.
It's
I mean,
always, even when you're on set, like you always need to be talking to crew. You need to be networking with makeup artists, the hair, anybody you can talk to. You need to be networking with them
yeah,
to climb.
Yeah,
Get
for
roles.
sure. Let's see, and you're only 18. You've done all this stuff, and you're only 18. You're just now getting into your adult career, I guess.
Yeah, I think I've given my mom like a lot of gray hairs.
Oh, dang.
All the stuff I've done.
How are your
I would
parents?
stress her out.
Are your parents very supportive?
Oh, they're very, very supportive. They're like all in. Actually, they're probably like, they push me more than I push myself.
Yeah.
Honestly, they're like, Sophia, you socialize a lot. You need to focus on acting. You want to act, right? So you need to like lock in.
No friends, only act.
Well, because I moved into the dorm, right? And so it's been so exciting and so fun making new friends. I've been socializing and talking a lot. They're like, Sophia, you need to lock in. Like
you need to lock in.
Yeah, you can't just like move into a dorm and just like drop everything. I'm like, yeah,
That's
I mean, I've
good
still
that
been
you've
doing
made
film
friends,
stuff.
though.
Yeah,
College,
yeah. No, see, that's great. And I've made friends, and you know what? My social battery has kind of run low a little bit because like living in a dorm, I've realized there's minimal alone time.
Yeah. You're just like with people 24/7. That's the one thing about dorm life. If I was in a dorm, I feel like I would just be like, I feel like I would be so dead all the time. I'm like, oh, there's so much. I got to talk with people all the time. You know?
Right. Like you can literally go like across the hall and knock on your friend's door. Like
Okay.
there's so much you could do. That's why I'm struggling with like staying in the dorm and not having to be with people all the time.
Yeah.
Like now I'm trying to like do that. Like I can just be in the dorm and like do school and not have to socialize.
Yeah, I really fear for college students who are like, that's the one thing is like when I go to school, I'm like, all right, isolation mode.
Really?
You know what I mean? I'm like, put me in like a dark room with no light. Not actually. That'd be kind of cool though. I've got my little like black like.
You're in the zone.
Yeah, I'm in the zone. But like I mean like some people will just be doing schoolwork like in the commons or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like how?
I can't. I couldn't be able to focus. I would be like listening to 5 different conversations.
Yeah.
Just not be able to.
So you've been on like multiple other podcasts
Yes.
before this, which is like new because I usually don't interview people who've been on podcasts. So like how do we do?
You guys did really good. From what I've seen, very professional.
What are the other
Compared to-
podcasts?
I
that you were
did
on?
one that was virtual, and then the other ones were kind of in person. Very similar setup. Obviously, we have like they had like a more like intense like cameras and
Yeah.
mics and
Wait, what were the names? I feel like I remember you from one.
Really?
Were you in? You know what Your Morning Drive is? You ever heard of that?
I've never heard of that.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
No.
I interviewed a guy. I don't even know if he might be listening to this, but he does a podcast, and I interviewed him because he'd been doing a podcast for years and like he has like a studio and stuff like that. And so when I interviewed him, I was like super stressed out because I was like, what if I interview him and he's like, this is a horrible setup. And then after we got done with the interview, he was like, this is exactly what I do. It's like really scary. This is literally what I do.
No, because this is a really good setup. Like this is very professional.
Oh, but you'll have to take a photo with him later. You see, if you look behind you, there's that guy.
Oh, who's that?
That's Young Thug.
Oh.
I don't know why. Maybe someday I'll share the story of why that's in here.
I would really like to know because now I'm curious.
That this is a special feature will be for follow our Patreon. No, we don't have a Patreon. We have no way of making money yet, but it's okay.
Yet. Keyword is yet.
Yet. Patreon would be cool, and then I can share the story and you pay for it of how we got Young Thug. So I don't know. Well, is there any my last and final question is, as an actor, as a model, what is your advice to people going through that? Also, just somebody with lupus, like what is your advice to people, and what's your inspirational message, I guess, to those people? People in your similar situation.
Just do what you love. Like the only limits are what you put your mind to. Genuinely, like you may think these things are impossible, but they're not. They're only impossible because you make them impossible. Those are the limits you give yourself, and you have to keep pushing. Like you have to work for it. You have to make it come true.
Yeah. Set a goal, and then if as high as you can, and if you don't reach it,
right.
Okay.
It's not a dream, it's a goal.
Right.
That's what it has to be.
Well, everybody, thank you so much for listening. And if you're looking to find any links for Sophia, they'll be down in the description. Maybe even the link to like the pageantry.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find that. I'll see if I can find that.
That may be there. Editor, say if it's there. Actually, you won't even know. Never mind. Don't do that. All right, but anyways, have a great day. Thank you for listening. Oh, bye.